Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln penny coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we are talking about one of the most meaningful modern coins of the United States of America, the Lincoln penny, professional life design from 2009. This penny is not just small change, it is a piece of history that tells the story of Abraham Lincoln before he became president, when he was a hard-working lawyer, shaping the future of a nation with his mind and values. In 2009, the United States Mint released 4 special Lincoln pennies to celebrate the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Each design shows a different stage of his life. The professional life penny shows Lincoln standing confidently, holding papers, symbolizing his years as a lawyer and statesman. Behind him, the subtle details of books and architecture reflect knowledge, law, and responsibility. For collectors, this design stands out because it represents growth, intelligence, and leadership, not just power. What makes this penny exciting for coin lovers is that it was minted in a special year with multiple designs, which already gives it strong collector appeal. But the real magic comes from varieties and errors. Some professional life pennies were struck with doubled die details, where parts of the lettering or design appear doubled. Others show off center strikes, weak strikes, or missing design elements due to minting mistakes. These errors are rare, and when found in clean condition, they can turn an ordinary-looking penny into a highly desirable collectible. Condition also matters a lot. A professional life penny with sharp details, strong lines on Lincoln's coat, and minimal wear can stand out among millions. Coins with full original color, especially bright red copper surfaces, are much harder to find today. Collectors carefully examine the date, mint mark, and surface quality because even small differences can change a coin's value. For new collectors, this penny is a great entry point. It connects history, art, and the thrill of searching for something rare in everyday coins. For experienced collectors, error varieties and high-grade examples make it an exciting challenge. This is the kind of coin that rewards patience, knowledge, and a sharp eye. If you have a 2009 Lincoln Professional Life penny, don't ignore it. Look closely, study the details, and enjoy the story it tells. Coin collecting is not just about money, it is about preserving history in your hands. Before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Stay curious, keep hunting, and enjoy the world of rare coins. Top 2. We are exploring a coin that almost everyone has seen, but very few truly understand: the United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1991. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary penny, something you might pass by without a second thought. But for collectors and coin lovers, this small copper coin can hide big surprises. The 1991 Lincoln penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that has connected generations of Americans for decades. On the reverse, you see the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of history, unity, and respect. Millions of these pennies were produced, but not all of them are the same, and that is where the story becomes interesting. What makes the 1991 penny exciting is the possibility of rare varieties and mint errors. Some coins were struck with double die errors, where the date or letters like Liberty and In God We Trust appear doubled when viewed closely. These errors happened during the minting process and were never meant to leave the mint, making them highly collectible today. Other rare finds include off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned, and broad strikes, where the coin spreads wider than normal due to a missing collar during striking. Another important factor is condition. Most 1991 pennies were used in daily circulation, meaning they show scratches, wear, and dull color. But finding one in pristine condition, especially with bright red original copper surfaces, is much harder than it sounds. Collectors carefully grade these coins, and even a small difference in sharpness or color can dramatically change its desirability. There is also interest in mint marks. Pennies from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco each have their own following. Proof coins made for collectors, especially those with deep mirror-like surfaces, are admired for their beauty and precision. When a proof coin also shows an error, it becomes something truly special. for beginners, the 1991 penny is a perfect coin to start with. It is affordable, easy to find, and teaches you how to look for details that most people miss. For experienced collectors, the hunt for top-grade examples and rare errors keeps the excitement alive. Every penny you check carries the possibility of discovery. So next time you come across a 1991 Lincoln penny, don't ignore it. Take a closer look, use a magnifier, and enjoy the thrill of searching. Coin collecting is about patience, knowledge, and the joy of finding hidden history. Top 3. We are taking a close look at a penny that many people have seen but very few truly understand, the United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1966. This coin comes from a very unusual time in American history, a period when coin collecting, minting rules, and even mint marks were changing, making this penny far more interesting than it appears at first glance. The 1966 Lincoln penny features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, strong and timeless. On the back, the Lincoln Memorial stands proudly, representing history and national unity. But here is where things get interesting. This penny has no mint mark at all. During the mid-1960s, the United States Mint removed mint marks to discourage hoarding and speculation. That single detail already makes the 1966 penny unique compared to many other years. Collectors pay close attention to how this coin was made. Most examples were heavily circulated, used in everyday transactions, which means finding one with sharp details and original color is not easy today. A bright red copper surface with clean fields and strong lettering can instantly separate an average coin from a desirable collectible. Even more exciting are the errors and varieties. Some 1966 pennies show double die features, where parts of the date or lettering appear doubled under magnification. Others were struck off center, leaving part of the design missing. Broad strikes, where the coin spreads wider than normal due to a missing collar, are also known for this year. Clipped planchets, caused when the metal strip was cut incorrectly, add another layer of rarity. These minting mistakes turn a common penny into something collectors actively search for. Another important part of this story is the special mint set. Instead of regular proof coins, the mint produced special mint set pennies in 1966 with smoother finishes and sharper details. These coins were made for collectors and are much scarcer than regular circulation strikes. When found in top condition, they are highly admired and strongly collected. For beginners, the 1966 penny is a perfect learning coin. It teaches you about mint history, condition grading, and error hunting. For experienced collectors, it offers the challenge of finding high-grade examples and genuine errors that stand out from the millions produced. So next time you see a 1966 Lincoln penny, don't dismiss it. Look closely, study the surface, and appreciate the history it carries. Coin collecting is about curiosity, patience, and the excitement of discovery. Top 4. We are looking closely at a penny that many people have held in their hands, but very few have truly studied, the United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1989. This coin may seem common, but for collectors and sharp-eyed coin hunters, it holds secrets that can turn an everyday penny into something exciting. The 1989 Lincoln penny features the familiar and respected portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that represents honesty, strength, and American history. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, with tiny details that often go unnoticed, including the seated statue of Lincoln inside. This design was used for many years, but not every penny from this era is the same. What makes the 1989 penny interesting is the wide variety of conditions and errors found in circulation. Most of these coins were heavily used, tossed into pockets, jars, and registers for decades. Because of that, finding a clean example with sharp lettering and smooth surfaces is more difficult than people expect. Coins that still show strong original color, especially bright red copper, are highly appealing to collectors. Now let's talk about what really excites coin lovers: mint errors. Some 1989 pennies show double die errors, where letters like Liberty or the date appear doubled under magnification. Others were struck off center, creating a dramatic and eye-catching look. Broad strikes are another known error, caused when the coin expands wider than normal during striking. There are also clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a cutting mistake at the mint. These are true mint errors, not damage, and collectors value them for their rarity. Mint marks also play a role. Pennies from Philadelphia and Denver are collected separately, and San Francisco proof coins are especially admired for their mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. Proof coins were carefully made for collectors, and when they survive without scratches or marks, they become standout pieces in any collection. For beginners, the 1989 penny is an excellent coin to learn from. It teaches how to examine details, spot errors, and understand grading. For experienced collectors, it offers the thrill of searching for rare varieties hiding among millions of ordinary coins. Every roll of pennies is a chance to discover something special. So before you spend that old penny, take a moment. Look at the date, check the surface, and use a magnifier if you can. Coin collecting is about curiosity, patience, and the joy of finding history where others see nothing. Top 5. We are uncovering the story of a penny that many people overlook, yet collectors know can hide surprising value. The United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1994. At first glance, it feels like just another everyday coin, but once you slow down and really study it, this penny starts to reveal why it still captures attention decades later. The 1994 Lincoln penny carries the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, calm and dignified, representing honesty and leadership. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands with fine details that reward careful viewing. This was a time when pennies were still made primarily of copper-plated zinc, and that composition plays an important role in how these coins age and how errors appear. What makes the 1994 penny exciting is not how rare it looks, but how rare certain versions truly are. Most examples were heavily circulated, meaning scratches, fading, and dull surfaces are common. Finding one with strong detail, clean fields, and original bright color is far more difficult than many expect. Collectors pay close attention to surface quality, strike sharpness, and overall eye appeal. Now let's get into the real thrill for coin lovers: errors and varieties. Some 1994 pennies show double die errors, where parts of the date or lettering appear doubled when examined closely. Others were struck off-center, creating a dramatic look that instantly catches the eye. Broad strikes, where the coin appears wider due to a minting collar issue, are another collectible error. Because of the plated composition, there are also plating errors, such as peeling, bubbling, or missing plating, which are especially popular among error collectors when clearly documented as mint-made. Mint marks add another layer of interest. Pennies from Philadelphia and Denver are collected separately, and each has its own error possibilities. San Francisco proof coins from this year are also highly admired for their deep mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. When a proof coin survives in perfect condition, it becomes a highlight in any collection. For beginners, the 1994 penny is an excellent coin to learn from. It teaches patience, careful observation, and the importance of understanding mint errors versus damage. For experienced collectors, it offers the ongoing challenge of finding standout examples among millions of ordinary coins. Every penny you check brings the possibility of discovery. So next time you come across a 1994 Lincoln penny, don't rush past it. Hold it under the light, check the date and mint mark, and look closely at the details. Coin collecting is not just about value, it is about curiosity and the joy of uncovering hidden stories. Top 6. We are stepping into one of the most talked about years in Lincoln cent history, the United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1969. This penny may look simple at first, but behind its copper surface is a story that has fascinated collectors for decades and continues to keep people searching through old coin jars even today. The 1969 Lincoln penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, strong and familiar, while the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse reminds us of America's past and principles. Coins from this era were widely used, and most people never imagined that a penny from everyday change could someday become one of the most desirable modern Lincoln cents. What truly sets the 1969 penny apart is its reputation among collectors for rare varieties and dramatic mint errors. One of the most famous and valuable varieties from this year involves double details created during the minting process. On certain coins, the date and lettering show clear doubling that can be seen with proper magnification. These are not small or subtle mistakes, they are bold, noticeable, and extremely rare, which is why collectors around the world dream of finding one. Beyond famous varieties, there are other errors that make this penny exciting. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, instantly catch attention. Broad strikes, caused when the coin spreads wider than normal during striking, create unusual shapes that collectors love. Clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to cutting errors, add even more mystery. Each error tells a story of what went wrong at the mint on that exact moment in time. Condition plays a massive role with this year. Most 1969 pennies were heavily circulated, meaning worn details and dull surfaces are common. Finding one with sharp lettering, clean fields, and strong original color is challenging. Coins that still show bright red surfaces are especially desirable and stand out immediately to experienced collectors. Mint marks matter as well. Philadelphia and Denver coins are collected separately, and each has its own error possibilities. Proof coins made for collectors are admired for their mirror-like surfaces, and when they survive in top condition, they become prized additions to collections. For beginners, the 1969 penny is an exciting coin because it teaches patience and careful observation. For advanced collectors, it represents the thrill of hunting for something legendary. Every time you check a penny from this year, there is the possibility of discovering something extraordinary. So the next time you see a 1969 Lincoln penny, slow down. Look closely at the date, the letters, and the details. Coin collecting is not just about money, it is about discovery, history, and the excitement of the hunt. Top 7, we're diving into a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but for collectors, it holds hidden stories and surprising value. The United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1974. At first, it looks like a regular penny you might find in your pocket or a jar, but once you start looking closely, you realize just how fascinating this coin can be. The 1974 Lincoln penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design that has endured for decades, symbolizing honesty, leadership, and American history. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, a reminder of our nation's heritage. What most people don't notice is how subtle details, like the lines on Lincoln's coat or the columns of the memorial, make each penny unique when you study it carefully. What makes the 1974 penny especially interesting for collectors are the varieties and mint errors that occasionally appear. Some coins from this year show double die features, where letters or the date appear doubled when viewed under magnification. These double die pennies are rare and highly sought after, and even a small doubling can make a penny significantly more valuable. Other errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, broad strikes, where the coin spreads wider than normal during striking, and clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to a cutting error. Each of these errors tells a story about how the coin was made, making them exciting finds for anyone hunting through rolls of pennies. Condition plays a huge role in a 1974 penny's appeal. Most of these coins were used in everyday transactions, leaving scratches, wear, and dull surfaces. A coin that still has bright red copper color and sharp details will instantly catch the eye of a collector. Mint marks also matter. Pennies from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco are all collected separately, with proof coins from San Francisco especially admired for their deep mirror-like surfaces. For beginners, this penny is a fantastic way to learn about coin collecting. It teaches patience, attention to detail, and how to spot differences between ordinary coins and rare varieties. For experienced collectors, the challenge of finding high-grade examples or notable errors keeps the excitement alive. Every 1974 penny you examine could hide a rare treasure. So next time you come across a 1974 Lincoln penny, don't just toss it aside. Look closely at the date, check for doubled letters or off-center strikes, and appreciate the history it represents. Coin collecting is about discovery, curiosity, and enjoying the stories behind each coin. Top 8, we're taking a closer look at a coin that may seem ordinary in your pocket, but for collectors, it holds fascinating stories and rare surprises. The United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1978. At first glance, it's just a penny, but once you examine it carefully, you realize it's much more than that. Every detail, every mark, and every error tells a story of history, craftsmanship, and chance. The 1978 Lincoln penny shows the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a symbol of integrity, leadership, and American values. On the back, the Lincoln Memorial stands proudly, with intricate details that often go unnoticed. Even the tiniest features, like the lines of the columns or the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, make each coin unique and fascinating for collectors who love to study coins under magnification. What makes the 1978 penny especially interesting are its varieties and mint errors. Some coins from this year show doubled die features, where letters or the date appear doubled when viewed closely. These double die pennies are highly sought after because they are rare and add real value. Other errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, broad strikes, where the coin spreads wider than normal during striking, and clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to cutting errors. These minting mistakes are not damage, they're surprises from the minting process, and collectors pay attention to them carefully. Condition is also a key factor for 1978 pennies. Most were circulated heavily, so scratches, wear, and faded color are common. Coins with sharp details, full red copper color, and clean surfaces are much rarer and instantly catch the eye of a collector. Mint marks matter as well. Pennies from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco are all collected separately, with proof coins from San Francisco highly prized for their deep mirror-like surfaces. Proofs and high-grade uncirculated coins are the ones that often stand out in collections and auctions. For beginners, this penny is a fantastic way to start learning about coin collecting. It teaches you how to examine coins carefully, spot subtle differences, and understand the value of condition and rarity. For experienced collectors, it's an exciting challenge to find error coins, double dies, or top-grade examples. Every roll of pennies can hide a surprise waiting to be discovered. So the next time you come across a 1978 Lincoln penny, take a closer look. Study the details, check the date, examine the mint mark, and see if it might be one of the rare varieties or errors. Coin collecting is about patience, curiosity, and the thrill of discovering hidden history in everyday coins. Top 9. We're diving into one of the fascinating pennies from the modern Lincoln cent series, the United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1967. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny, something you could easily find in your wallet or loose change, but for coin collectors and enthusiasts, this small coin holds a wealth of history, rarity, and exciting surprises. The 1967 Lincoln penny carries the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a symbol of honesty, leadership, and the enduring legacy of one of America's most respected presidents. On the back, the Lincoln Memorial is depicted in fine detail, showcasing the intricate craftsmanship of the United States Mint. Many collectors spend hours examining these tiny details, from the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial to the delicate columns, as these subtle features can sometimes reveal minting differences or even rare errors. What makes this year truly exciting is the potential for rare varieties and mint errors. Some 1967 pennies show double die features, where letters or the date appear doubled when viewed closely under magnification. These coins are highly sought after because such errors are not common and add real collectible value. Other errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, broad strikes, where the coin spreads slightly wider than normal due to a missing collar during minting, and clipped planchets, where a section of the coin is missing from the blank before it was struck. Each of these errors makes the coin unique and highly desirable for collectors who love the thrill of finding something unusual. Another key aspect of the 1967 penny is its composition. During this period, the mint was still producing coins primarily from copper, which gives the coin its characteristic reddish color. Over time, circulation often dulls the copper surface, so finding coins with bright red or red-brown coloring, minimal scratches, and sharp details is especially appealing. Coins in top condition are rare and highly valued by both beginners and advanced collectors. Mint marks also play a significant role in determining collector interest. Philadelphia coins had no mint mark, while Denver coins are marked with a D. San Francisco proof coins from this year are prized for their mirror-like surfaces and sharp details, making them standout pieces in any collection. Collectors often search for these proof coins because they were carefully struck and have survived in exceptional condition, which is increasingly rare as decades pass. For beginners, this penny is a perfect introduction to coin collecting. It teaches the importance of examining coins closely, identifying errors, and appreciating the details that make each coin unique. For experienced collectors, the 1967 Lincoln penny offers the thrill of searching for rare varieties, high-grade examples, and error coins that can significantly enhance a collection. Every coin has a story, and every discovery adds to the excitement of the hobby. So next time you spot a 1967 Lincoln penny, don't dismiss it as ordinary change. Take a closer look at the date, the mint mark, and the details. Examine it under a light or magnifier, and see if it could be one of those rare varieties or error coins that collectors dream about. Coin collecting is about patience, curiosity, and the joy of uncovering history in something as small as a penny. Top 10, and last rare coin, we're exploring one of the classic modern Lincoln pennies, the United States of America Lincoln 1 cent from 1962. At first glance, it may look like any ordinary penny, but for coin collectors, it holds a fascinating history, subtle beauty, and the potential for rare surprises that can turn a simple penny into a prized collectible. The 1962 Lincoln penny features the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design symbolizing honesty, leadership, and American history. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall with fine, intricate details. If you look closely, you can see the statue of Lincoln inside the memorial and the carefully sculpted columns that many people overlook. These details are what make coin collecting so interesting because sometimes, tiny differences or errors in these designs can make a coin rare and valuable. What makes the 1962 penny so exciting for collectors are its potential varieties and mint errors. Some coins show double die features, where the date or lettering appears doubled under magnification. These coins are rare and highly sought after because they were accidental mistakes during minting and never meant to leave the mint. Other interesting errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, broad strikes caused by the coin expanding wider than usual during striking, and clipped planchets, where part of the coin blank was missing before being struck. Each of these errors is considered a unique collectible and can significantly increase the coin's value. Condition also plays a huge role in the desirability of a 1962 penny. Most of these coins were circulated heavily, showing wear, scratches, and dulled surfaces. Coins that maintain their original red color, with sharp details and minimal damage, are rare and highly prized. Collectors also pay attention to mint marks. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while Denver coins are marked with a D. Proof coins from San Francisco are especially popular because of their mirror-like finish and crisp details. These proofs are harder to find in top condition today, making them even more valuable. For beginners, this penny is a perfect introduction to coin collecting. It teaches patience, attention to detail, and how to spot errors and varieties. For experienced collectors, it offers the thrill of hunting for rare coins that can dramatically enhance a collection. Every 1962 penny you examine could hide a treasure waiting to be discovered. So next time you come across a 1962 Lincoln penny, don't dismiss it. Hold it under the light, check the date, inspect the details, and see if it might be a rare error or high-grade example. Coin collecting is about curiosity, discovery, and appreciating history through these tiny pieces of art. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Keep exploring, keep learning, and enjoy the thrill of collecting. In today's real market, a circulated 1962 Lincoln penny is worth face value. Uncirculated examples can be worth a few dollars. Proof coins usually sell for several dollars. Rare error coins and high-grade examples have sold at auction for amounts ranging from tens of dollars to hundreds of dollars, with exceptional pieces reaching into the thousands of dollars.